Welcome to the Journalism Guild. Make sure that you sign in. Everybody get in and please get situated, seated. In the last 6 months, the Journalism Guild has produced 160 articles inside the San Quentin News. First and foremost, did everybody turn in their ID?
No.
Okay. Anytime that you come back here for the Guild, please make sure your ID is turned into the officer. I'm Marcus Henderson. I'm the Journalism Guild Chairman for San Quentin News. The Journalism Guild is the forum team of the San Quentin News. It has been running side by side with San Quentin News for the past 10 years. It is an opportunity for those in the institution to be able to learn how to write for the newspaper. Everyone doesn't make the staff, so we've tried the opportunity for those who want to get their voices heard into our paper and into society, into the world. Our AP style is different from writing raps, it's different from writing fiction, it's different from creative writing. It has to deal and focus with its own type of structure. That's what y'all did last week about making sure the quotes are correct and what you're saying, because when you are quoting someone, you don't want to misrepresent. Journalism Guild teaches lead writing, use of quotes, attribution, timeline, interviewing techniques, and observation.
He gave us the piece to read from Tom Wolfe, and one of the physical descriptions that he was giving of the subject was the bald spot and the deep, rich tan that he had.
And we are trained by former newspaper writers and reporters that have worked with Reuters, also that works with AP, New York Times, and Wall Street Journal. And those skills are being transferred to those that are incarcerated.
In one, the person is the subject. In another, the object is the subject. And usually, what we don't like about a passive sentence is there's an action being done, but we're not really sure who the focus of the action is.
We have a system that we have what is called source material, that are stories that have taken place already in the world, social justice issues, and we use them to how to rewrite those materials.
This is the article that I like right here because I have a lot in common with this particular article.
Is that the article that you want?
It's the article right here about mental health and solitary.
Okay, please write down a subject line and your name. As I give them that information, and then I'll go through it, sit down with them, or sit them down with a volunteer, and they help them edit that story. So throughout that process, they have a hands-on training as well to see their work.
Yeah, you still got it out here. Remember we talked about the pyramid,
right?
Like that. Now since we're moving Jordan down a little bit, we're still gonna introduce him as a character.
Okay.
So we want to get into actually what the report reveals.
Right.
And then we're gonna go back to the character.
Okay.
So these things have to happen within an individual to become a dedicated reporter. And this is the type of things that we train them into. So with that, you got to understand you have to take editing when someone takes your story, how not to be so attached to things or taking criticism. So these are the things that the guys are learning in these classes, that if they can be able to take self-criticism, or criticism from others to make them better, and it translates into their own personal lives, and it goes beyond the writing. That's because you want to stay away from what they already kind of did, even though you could use him.
And he's from California.
Right, and you done got that in there. I'm glad you caught that. Yeah, you caught that.
I got you.
What the Guild also offers is pro-socializing training, reshaping the mind of how to be unbiased and true fact-seeking. So therefore, we have to understand that it's always two sides. And that's what the Journalism Guild trains you to be, is to be objective. And ultimately, where we can get a voice where the voice is not always heard. And we get a chance to have our perspective being printed into society, into the world, to actually hear those voices, to actually make change, where we can make amends for the things that we have done. So we use a voice in our platform to provide this for not only just the staff, for everybody in the institution.